Good evening and welcome to the Upper St. Clair varsity hockey season, game number 4, where your Panthers will take on Gateway tonight. Panthers sporting a 2-0-1 record, a tie at Erie McDowell, this past week. So the I-79 trip south was a little bit mellow, but a tie obviously is better than a loss. I'm Kurt Carruth along with John Sarabella on the camera and my color broadcast partner, Rocky Sersosimo, and wasn't able to attend the game in Erie, but I heard they're a tough little team this week.
Yeah, they beat Mount Lebanon the other day at Mount Lebanon, so they must be a solid team.
Panthers look to sport their home whites here tonight against the Gateway team in their gorgeous navy blue with white trim and yellow. Looks a little bit like Michigan. And the big game this weekend, Ohio State, Michigan, 1 and 2. So we'll see what happens there. But it's hockey tonight. Some good news for the Upper St. Clair faithful, the students. We have just found out from the board meeting this past week that they will honor the Panther Pass purchased for the football games and the basketball games. That pass will be honored for free admission to the hockey games. So come on out, support your hockey team. And boy, Rocky, I've got to tell you, after broadcasting these games for 4 or 5 years now, we've had some incredible turnout so far early this season.
The first 2 home games, the most students that I've seen in 4 years anyway.
So come on out, watch your Panthers, your undefeated Panthers this season, and we'll look for a big test here from Gateway. And the keys to the game, of course, will be that quick early start. The Panthers seem to really flourish, Rocky, when they get off to that first goal lead. Face-off is dropped at center, where Moody will take the draw and he'll take it down in the corner. Oh my, almost a quick strike, and talk about a quick start. Pegnataro right on the doorstep, and a beautiful pass by number 91, A.J. Moody, right through the crease. Unable to connect, and Gateway will skate it out of the zone back to center. Oh, and a heavy hit here already, and looks like they had a delayed offside. I thought it maybe a penalty or an interference call might have come, but it was a delayed offside, and Moody right back on the attack. Scott Pegnataro again. Shot, oh, what a save. And Bagdy intercepted the play and shot it right on, and a good save by the goaltender, number 41, Anthony Kuhn.
Great shift, great first shift by the Panthers.
Right back on the attack. DeGangi's going to take the play back. Banks it off the corner, and McKelvey's going to look to streak. And boy, a good play as he saw he couldn't get there. And he checked up. Was able to get it to Lohman, who shot it off a stick into the meshing, and we'll have a stop and play with 13:53 to go here in the first.
We got the captains, John Lohman's line out with Timmy Gralke and Mike McKelvey.
Oh, good play by McHugh, but boy, he paid for that to try to keep it in at the left point, but helped out by big-time defense partner number 56, Trevor Yealy. And good to see Yealy back as he took a year off. It's been a big addition, Rocky, to the high school varsity team this year.
No doubt about it. He's a solid player.
Return of A.J. Moody as well. I think he took his junior year off as well. So once again, the Panthers seem to have the physical advantage here, which has been pretty evident in the first couple of games. And we'll have to see if Gateway's able to skate with the Panthers. Gateway will go on a wholesale change here. 2 minutes into the first, we're scoreless. Play's going to go underneath Rich Klein, and he has been on fire. Him and John Lohman both sporting 5 goals on the season. And oh boy, Klein tries a wide angle and thought he got his 6th here, and that came off the meshing. Play's going to come loose where Feldman in goal is going to corral it to the far board. Taken by number 25 for the Panthers, Gideon. Play comes back as a collision at center. Where number 19, DeGanji's going to take it, and a good move here by Gateway, and they streak back. Oh, and a good pass and a good control here by the Panthers as they collapse back in deep.
Nice back check by Kevin Lucas there to stop a wide open shot.
And those are the ones, Rocky, that don't make the box scores. Oh, and a good shot in deep again by the Panthers, who have had the quick early opportunities as number 25 Gideon came down uncontested, but a better save by goaltender number 41 Kuhn. And we'll have a line change with the Panthers sporting number 91 Moody at center. Looks like the Panthers have to be concerned with probably about 3 of the Gateway players. I wouldn't be surprised if they're on the same line. That Magnolia, he's a big-time player and has 6 goals and 2 assists. And Casper as well has 3 goals, 2 assists. And Pasco with 1 goal and 4 assists. So it seems like they've got one big gun line out here, and it looks like they're on the ice right now.
Not sure what their record is. I didn't get a chance to look.
Play taken at center ice, and here comes Magnolia, the leading scorer for left-handed shot for Gateway. Comes off on a funny carom, and well played by goaltender number 41, Kenny Feldman. Back to the right point, and Gateway with a good job to keep it in, and finally going to be chipped out by the defense. Play is still loose, and a good play by McKelvey as he'll tie up his man. Unable to get it out, and back in deep is Gateway. Finally going to be dumped the length of the ice, and it looks like icing will be called on the Panthers with a stop and play. 10:45 to go here in the first. Your score 0-0. Faceoff kept in neatly by the Gateway, the Gators here. And as a Penn Hills graduate myself, this was our arch rival.
Oh, yeah. Some big football games between those 2 schools.
And we've got a big one for our own Upper St. Clair Panthers coming up this weekend. I think North Hills, and I believe that might be at the same facility. Cannon Mac again?
Yeah,
North Allegheny. So NA and USC in a big football game Friday night. Faceoff taken by Klein, and he'll control the draw. Comes back to center, and a neat little play by Sersosimo. Oh, and a shot on score. And boy, Gideon off the play from Sersosimo, and he just ho-hummed it in. We were a little screened, Rocky, but that's the 3rd good scoring opportunity for Gideon, and he rams it home, and the Panthers get off to that 1-0 lead.
Good things, a lot of good things will happen if you get the puck on the net. The goalie didn't cover up that rebound, and Nick slammed it in.
Looks like the assist will be from Sersosimo and Klein. We'll get hopefully the official word here, but Gideon's going to get the tally here. And that line right back on looking for more. Surma goes down deep as he looks to join the play. Shot on and a screenshot.
Assisted by Rocky Sersosimo and Rich Klein.
And the old eyes haven't failed me, and I have brought the bifocals out for the first time. But Gideon from Sersosimo and Klein, and the first tally, Panthers lead 1-0.
And Klein continues to be red hot with the points. He's having a great season.
Just an absolutely amazing. You know, Richie always a tough player last year, and boy, it's just you sometimes wonder when you lose those big scorers like Crockett and Pencrott last season, and you're like, who's going to step to the plate here? And boy, Richie and Jono certainly have taken the lead here as far as putting the puck in the net. Looks like we're going to have our first penalty here and a boarding call against number 23, Bagdy. and he's going to get the gate, and Gateway will go on their first power play of the evening at the 9:25 mark.
23, Mike Badke, 2 minutes for roughing.
Actually, it was a roughing call, and the referee actually gave the incorrect symbol. Roughing is usually just a straight hand out, and when you put your hand or palm with it, that's usually the boarding call.
Out on our penalty kill is McKelvey and Lohman, and on defense is Sherman and Ely.
Play comes back to center. And a good play by McKelvey, but unable to control. Taken by number 38 here, Casper. Unable to control, and Casper will take the puck where he'll rag it into the command position. Back behind goaltender Feldman. That play comes loose in front where Magnolia looks for it, unable to control. Good play by number 82, McKelvey, and he'll just dump it back to center.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe of Lohman's 5 goals, 3 are shorthanded. So Gateway got to watch with him out on the ice.
And that's a good point. I think we actually had 2 in our first telecast, first game of the season. And boy, that play looked offside, and the official was out of play, and I think he might have realized he should have blown the whistle. And Gateway dodges a bullet, and Klein with a good job to clear it down behind goaltender number 41, Kuhn. So we've got a pair of 41s in goal, Feldman and Kuhn here today. And Panthers doing an excellent job killing their first shorthanded situation here. 10 seconds to go in the man advantage for Gateway. And they'll lead one more rush back here where Magnonia's going to take the play in. Sabo, number 82. That's chipped back here to center, and Panthers have to be careful. Don't want to have too many men here on the ice. They'll lead the rush back where number 20, Don Pegnataro comes on the off wing. Good play by number 91, Moody, to keep the play in. Pegnataro with a hit from behind, nothing called. Play is going to come back by Gateway, and they'll lead the rush in, and Feldman looks to hold it. A little bit unsure of himself, but he holds on. And we'll have a stop and play with 6:49 to go here in the first. Panthers lead 1-0.
The Panthers got that all-important first goal, and hopefully they'll keep that momentum going.
Face-off controlled by Lohman, number 26, and he's going to ram it around the board where McKelvey's taken off his blades. Play comes back to center where it's taken by number 70, Tricula for Gateway. Played by DeGangi, and that's going to be chipped back in on a delayed offside. Good play by the Panthers as they'll break back with Lohman. Oh, and he looked for McKelvey streaking down the right wing. And boy, John O'Lohman always looking to make that perfect pass, and it just seems like he's got eyes behind his head because he always seems to get it right on the mark. Be careful here, and a 2-on-1 develops coming back, and DeGangi's going to lose his blade. Shot on score! And a power move by Gateway, and unfortunately DeGangi got caught with his skates and gets tripped up in pretty much an effortless goal, and Gateway gets right back in the game here, 1-1.
Nice goal by Gateway. The Panthers just got to fight back and take the lead over again. Stop their momentum.
It seems like defenseman DeGangi was transitioning from skating forward to going backward and just got his skates tripped up and was unable to keep his edge and came in uncontested 2-0, and there was nothing Feldman could do. Well, the Panthers have to bounce right back here. Again, you don't want to certainly take any team for granted here. I'm sure on paper the Panthers look like they should dominate this team.
Gateway goal scored by number 95, Joe Hudak, assistant by number 55, Travis Green.
Hudak's going to get the goal, assisted by number 55, Green. Taken by McHugh over to defense partner number 56, Yealy, and he's going to streak with Sersosimo and Moody trailing. Sersosimo, and a good play by Rocky to keep a beautiful pass. And once again, the Panthers here, Rocky, are gambling on defense. Oh, what an effort by Yealy. And how do you call that penalty? He's going to give it a tripping call, but I tell you what, Rocky, looked like an incredible defensive effort. As a matter of fact, the Gateway player didn't even lose his stick or his edge, and you have a tripping call here. But boy, what an individual effort by Yealy. Those, if you have to say them, are good penalties.
That was a great play there, and I believe he got the puck before he touched the guy.
Same for
What the roll was.
Well, once again, if the Panthers have had a nemesis, and it's again only our fourth game of the season, but here we go with the penalties again. 2 penalties on the Panthers and none yet for Gateway. And I've got to tell you, you just can't afford to do this against the higher quality teams here. So if the Panthers have had a little kink in the armor, it's probably been with the penalties. But nevertheless, a good penalty there as Yealy stopped the breakaway. And boy, in my opinion, I don't even think that was a penalty. But back to the point, nevertheless, the Panthers will be shorthanded here by 2 guys. And that play will be shot into the meshing. And we'll have a stop and play with a quick moving first period. 4:41 to go in the first, 1:43 to go in Gateway's power play. Face-off taken by the Panthers and controlled by Lohman. It comes loose off his blade back to the defense. Carried in by Gateway, and they're unable to keep it in. They'll have to regroup here at center. McKelvey hustling after him, and a good play again by Lohman, who's forechecking all over the ice. Goaltender Kuhn's going to come out with an aggressive play in the corner right under the blade of McKelvey, and he's all over the ice. Finally going to be skated back with 1:12 to go here in the Gateway man advantage. Back to the point, kept in neatly by number 38, Casper. Tied up and helped out by the Panthers. And a breakaway again. Lohman sees McKelvey streaking, and he's going to lose his edge as he'll go into the corner. Skated back with 53 to go here in the power play. Takes it across the blue stripe, and a big shot right on. What a save by Feldman. And he got that right pad down at the last minute. And that's going to be chipped up and a souvenir. And we'll have a face-off outside the zone with 3:37 to go in the first.
Big save by Feldman there on a nice shot. That was a nice hard shot headed for the corner.
Face-off taken by number 6, Tim Gralty. And that'll be our first look of Gralty here this evening. Taken by the Panthers, but unable to clear it out. Be careful, and down deep, shot just goes through the crease. 20 to go here in the power play. Lucas looks to help out, unable to control. Cleared into the corner by Feldman, and a good effort to get it out, and Gralty with a big check. Play is still in the zone and finally comes back to center. And going to be batted out of the air, and a high stick will be waved off here. Kevin Lucas will pick up the play. He'll ram it down deep, and the Panthers are back skating 5-on-5. Good heavy forechecking once again by number 11, Klein. It looks like the play will go in offside, and we'll have a stop and play once again. Your score 1-1, 2:43 to go here in the first. Face-off controlled by the Panthers. Klein will win the draw. Back to the defense where number 21 for the Panthers, A.J. Shute, will play it. Shot from the right face-off circle goes wide. Still going to be controlled by Gateway, who's actually, Rocky, had the better of the play in the last 5 minutes. Taken in the corner by Shute, unable to get it out. Seems like the ice is a little tilted here. A little hand pass is going to be waved off as the Panther played the puck. Finally back in where Yealy will corral it. Boy, the Panthers look like they're just have no transition here, unable to get the motor going here in the first period. And to the credit of Gateway, they've kind of brought the physical play to Upper St. Clair.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The Panthers need to use their size and start getting a little physical on this team. I think they'll turn it around.
It's almost like they've got a mini trap going here. It seems like the Panthers have been unable to break out of the zone, and that's one of the Panthers' strengths when they get that transition game going, Rocky. The speed usually takes over, but they've been unable to control the offensive zone and have had to kill 2 power plays of their own here in the first. A little bit of a stop and play here. I'm not sure what the officials are concerned about.
Maybe they're checking the score of the backyard brawl.
That's about ready to start in 2 minutes, actually. Pitt and West Virginia. And with rain all day, it should prove to be an interesting sight on Heinz Field tonight.
Maybe the one thing that actually helps the Panthers, hopefully.
And they say both teams are averaging West Virginia over 40 points, and I believe Panthers about 33, so we'll have to see a 10.5 point underdog, see if the Panthers can be a little bit of the spoiler role themselves here with the number 8 ranked West Virginia Mountaineers. Back to hockey, where the Gateway team has certainly brought their A game here this evening, tied with the Panthers 1-1. Surma's going to play it out of the zone where it's corralled by number 20 Pegnataro, and he's actually going to put himself in offside. And once again, we'll have a stop and play with 1:46 to go and a face-off outside the Panthers' blue line.
Maybe we can stick one in here before the end of the period would be nice.
Oh, right on the tape of McKelvey, and he tried to control it with one man to beat. Banks it back into the corner where Sersosimo, number 22, will take the defense down deep. Helped out by Lohman. And once again, it looks like the Gateway team is gambling, Rocky, where they're sending 3 people down deep into the corner. And if the Panthers are able to get that puck out, that's got to leave somebody open in the middle. Oh, boy, and another play that almost looked a little offside here, but the refs say play on. It's loose in front, and they skate back 2-on-2. And once again, Panthers had a mini break there, 3-on-2, and unable to transition out. Stolen by Lohman, who's unable to control, and he'll be helped out by McKelvey, and he'll take a Gateway player hard into the corner. 49 seconds to go here in the first. Cleared back to the neutral ice zone where number 7 McHugh will play it over to Yealy. He'll dump it down deep, and the Panthers look to change. Played by number 29 Whitfield. He's unable to control. It's loose. Oh, and a feather pass. And Gideon was looking for his second of the evening. Still loose, back to Gideon in the slot. Backhanded play. Gets his own rebound. He'll dump it down deep. Played back to center. And it looks like we've got a mouthpiece down, and then right on the tape of Lohman. He's streaking in. Shot. Oh, boy, and he went for the upper corner. And Kuhn says no, and a quick wrister and a great shot by Lohman. But a better save by goaltender Kuhn, and that could have been a backbreaker, Rocky, with 8 seconds to go here in the first.
That was a very good shift by the Panthers, and I think just what we talked about, they took the body, they forechecked, and they dominated that whole minute.
And that should do it here pretty much for the first period. One last shot where Surma will wrist it. Oh, and a big break there for the Panthers. as that play came off the defense. And if the clock had been running, Gateway would have had pretty much a breakaway from center ice. So the Panthers with a good break there. Got off to that quick start. I thought Gateway had an incredible 5-minute stint there in the first period.
Upper St. Clair 9, Gateway 5.
9-5 shots on goal, St. Clair, Gateway 5. But I think the Panthers closed very hard there in the first, but nevertheless we're tied here at 1 with a pretty interesting first period, Rocky.
Yeah, I agree with you. It looked like we come out strong and we're going to take over this game. And Gateway did get a nice goal. That was a real nice goal from that guy on the breakaway. And now we're in a battle.
Gideon with the tally for the Panthers, and he had a good 2-3 scoring opportunities. And he was all over the ice and was able to get our first tally here. So we're ready to start the second period here. And it looks like they're going to send out Rich Klein's line with John O'Lohman and A.J. Moody. Panthers will now skate right to left on your TV dial.
Coach Hartford's going with the big senior line here of Lohman, Klein, and Moody, with two senior defensemen as well. Oh, no, excuse me, that's the Ganzi.
Wow, and Gateway just closing hard, a little bit of extracurricular as they crashed Feldman into the goal. And Panthers take exception to that. And a quick start for Gateway with 11 seconds into the second, and had two quick shots right on goaltender Feldman. But Feldman, number 41, was quick to make the saves. Again, not much flow to this game. It seems like there's been a lot of stops in play and a lot of play here in the corners. And that's because this has probably, Rocky, been one of the most physical games. It seems like not only the Panthers but Gateway are always taking the chance to take the body. And boy, you talk about taking the body in the corner. What an incredible centering pass right in the slot. And man, they ram it home. And Gateway takes a 2-1 lead here with a quick goal here in the second.
That was a great shot. Off it a one-timer, put it right inside the post.
Yeah, once again, another ferocious check here in the corner. And looks like this is going to be a physical game, and Pegnataro again with a big hit here at center ice. Boy, the boys are finishing their checks here. Here we go, breaking back. We got a breakout. Centering pass, rebound. Oh, and Pegnataro crashes hard. And a good shot by Moody. Back to the point, and a blistering drive by Trevor Yealy's blocked in front. Played by Shoot off the corner. Right back on the attack as Moody will dump it down deep. Played by number 29, Whitfield for Gateway, and he'll play it around the corner. Taken by Moody, and he'll chase into the far corner, and he looks to center. No help there. Finally going to be skated back by Gateway, back to center. And he's going to pull up at the blue line. A nice centering pass shot. Oh, just whistles wide. And I think Feldman might have been screened a little there, and it came almost off his right shoulder, and the Panthers dodge a bullet there. Being down 2-1, that third goal by Gateway could have been disastrous. Right back on the attack is Yealy end-to-end, and he's going to rag the puck down deep. Good centering pass. It's loose shot. Oh, goes right through the crease, and a good scoring opportunity for the Panthers. Play is taken by Moody, and it's going to be dumped down deep where it's corralled by number 55, Creighton. Back to center, and it's chipped ahead, and he looks like he's going to pass it to himself. He's got a trailer, and that goes through the crease, and a good play by Yealy to get back into play. Taken by Creighton, and he'll dump that around the corner. Or that's Campbell, number 65. Outlet pass comes to McKelvey, number 82. Oh, what a move! Shot, oh, right on. Good save and went for his own rebound. And boy, it kind of came off the blade and almost fooled the defense of Gateway. And a quick move by McKelvey to dart right to the slot, and a quality shot from 10, but a better save by Kuhn. Well, the Panthers find themselves very uncharacteristically down here, 2-1. And we'll see what the Panthers are made of here. A lot of hockey to play. 12:32 to go here in the second. Taken by number 6, Gralty at center, unable to control. Play comes back to Gateway, and he does a backhanded pass, number 71, Lazor. Right back on the tape to senior captain, number 26, John O'Loman. Shot on, score! You'd have to be here to believe that angle. He tickles the twine from about 15, and boy, Rocky, he only had about a shot of about 6 or 7 inches to get that in, and a big goal by John O'Loman.
I don't know how he got that under that post. That was an incredible shot.
Wow, a big-time goal by senior captain, and sometimes you have to take matters into your own hands. And an unbelievable goal. We really didn't have the best angle as that came on the far board, Rocky, but there couldn't have been much of a hole to shoot it in, and he tickled the twine, and he roofed it to get the Panthers right back in this game, 2-2. And here comes Lohman right back on the chase, and he's unable to control as he'll lose his edge. Right back on the attack, but the defense is there as number 38. Casper will try to play it back in the slot, deflected by Lohman. Unable to get it out as that hits McKelvey's blade.
Gateway's goal scored by number 19, Jack Bassani. Assist from number 71, Ken Laser, and number 63, Dolph Stasa.
Play comes to Gralty. 11:25 here, he's breaking in. Shot on, oh, and it's loose, and he had Lohman streaking down the play, and I don't think he saw him. He got in almost too deep, but Gralty was unable to pull the trigger. And another good scoring opportunity there for the Panthers with 11:11 to go here in the second. Taken by Lohman, centering pass to McKelvey, and that's going to go wide. Played by Gralty down deep, and McKelvey looks to help out, chip back to center. And that's going to go in, and a souvenir, and a nice catch by Mitchell.
Third goal scored by number 26, John O'Loman, with assist from Tim Gralty.
Gralty will get the assist. And Mitchell with the nice catch, former junior varsity player, and he made a good catch in the stands. Grayson Mitchell. Number 37, if I recall. And we've got an offside call here, much to the dismay of Gateway fans. But we'll drop it again with 10:51 to go here in the second. Klein will take the draw, won neatly by Rich Klein back to the defense. Going to be chipped back to center. Taken by big number 11, Richie Klein. Plays it over to another big force out there, number 15, Kevin Lucas. Around the corner where another big defenseman, Sarma, will drive it down deep. Taken by Klein, and a centering pass back to Gideon, and he's cross-checked, no call. Absolute blatant cross-check, and boy, Harford's giving him a little of the business, and now we have a stop and play with a faulty clock here. Apparently the clock is stopped. I'm not sure how much time was left, but the board's showing 21 minutes. And if he didn't pull the plug, Coach Harford was going to blow a gasket, because he was blatantly cross-checked with no call here, and Harford's given the referees a piece of their mind right now.
Yeah.
Well, Well, kind of fitting to have a weird stop and play, but it's been kind of the tone of the night here. Just nothing really been flowing about this game, and now we have 21 minutes to go. And they're really going to work us overtime. Well, we've got it back to 9:45. I think that does sound about right here, 9:44.
Discussion with the captains to explain what's going on.
Panthers got off to that early lead to recap the goal scoring by Gideon. And it looked like they were ready to roll. And then all of a sudden in the middle of the first period, Gateway picked up the hitting, Rocky. Kind of caught maybe the Panthers by surprise here. Answered back with 2 quick goals in the first. And Lohman came right back here in the second. And tickled the twine from about 15 in a beautiful goal, upper right-hand corner. And that's where we stand at 2-2. And it looks like we'll be ready to drop the puck here with 9:44 to go here in the second. Face-off driven down deep by Moody, and he tries to get his own play here. Going to be helped out by Bagdy. That's going to hit the back of the net, and it's tried to clear, but came off a defense skate back into the corner, and Gateway dodges a bullet there because that could have been disastrous as they tried to clear the zone and hit off the shin pad of one of the offensive players. Still not out of the zone. Oh, shot on, what a save. And Moody takes it with a power move of his own, Rocky, from the right corner and snaps off a beauty from 15. But this goaltender, number 41, Anthony Kuhn, has really looked pretty sharp this evening for Gateway.
He's made 3 or 4 real nice glove saves. Maybe the Panthers need to go to the stick side and see what happens there.
Face-off once again controlled by the Panthers, who have seemed to have the edge in that department here this evening. Going to be played by number 8, Jack Sarma, left-handed shooter. Back to center where he looks for Moody, and once again the play just seems to be bouncing all over the place. Finally an outlet pass by Moody, and he had Bourgeois trailing and was unable to connect. Play is stolen by number 82, Sabo for Gateway. Chip back to center by Moody, picked up by Bourgeois. And he looks to play between the defenseman's leg, and a good play by the defense there as they played the body, and a heavy hit by Bagdy, who's dishing him out like the first of the month. Chip back to center, and a big move of his own, Yealy, and he's pulled off the blade. McKelvey with a pass, backhanded shot, he shoots and score. Way too easy. Jono Lohman is going to answer right back, and boy, what an incredible play. And I think that started at the left point. I'm not sure if that was Bagdy. Yealy kept it in, that's right, and it went right to McKelvey, and a beautiful pass and a backhanded play. And like you say, they got away from the glove hand of the goaltender Kuhn, and he pretty much undressed him in goal, and the Panthers go up 3-2. Yeah, good play and a good call there. Yealy with a diving play to keep that play in at the blue line. McKelvey picked up the mail and kind of feathered it between the legs of the defense, and Jono was there to finish the deal, and a big-time third goal for the Panthers. With 7:48 to go here in the second, your Panthers now lead 3-2. Yeah, once again, a late arriving crowd here this evening, but the Panthers seem to have the rafters filled, and this is our third telecast here, and all 3 have been filled to the rafters. And once again, come out, use your Panther pass. The football and basketball passes now will be accepted. Oh boy, and a good opportunity for Gateway. It's loose, and a good play by the Panthers, and that's kept in right on the blue line as Gateway continues the attack. Unable to get it out, and finally going to be picked up by Lohman. He's got Gralty, and Lohman streaking. Good play over there in the corner by number 55, Creighton. Chip back in where Kuhn will make a play, and he'll stick the puck to the corner. Big hit by McKelvey. Lohman's looking for the hat trick. Backs it into the corner. Yealy with a big drive. Oh, nice save again by Kuhn. And boy, Rocky, the tale of two periods. The Panthers have certainly taken a little bit of the play now to Gateway, and they're bringing it on. And a little bit of a slow start here for Upper St. Clair, but they've really turned it on the last 5 minutes.
It seems like this last 5 or 6 minutes, they've really started forechecking and taking the body, and I don't think the Gators can handle it.
Big time quality shot, and boy, when Yealy unleashes it, he had about 4 or 5 feet in front of him uncontested and drove it from 20, and a better save by Kuhn. Right back on the attack is Klein, and that's going to come off the play and into the netting. And we'll have a stop and play here with 6:32 to go in the second. Your Panthers lead 3-2.
We got Rich Klein out with Gideons and Sosolo on offense, and Ganji and Surma on D.
Face-off controlled by the Panthers. And he kept in neatly at the point by Gateway number 71, Lazor. Taken down deep by number 63. And Lazor looks, he does the wraparound, backhanded shot. He shoots and scores. And Feldman was hung out to dry as he made the first save, Rocky, on Lazor. And I'm not sure if that was Matt Pisani, number 19, that got the tally. But the Gateway's credit, they answer right back to tie it at 3.
I'm not sure if Gateway's doing something different than other teams or what the Panthers are doing, but it seems like they're always behind our defense tonight. It hasn't happened at all the first few games, and tonight it seems like they're always open behind our D.
Well, once again, you know, Feldman makes that first save and was pretty much out of position, but needed some help, and the defense was unable to control it, and the rebound was just rammed home here. It looks like there's a big-time penalty here, an interference call. And the Panthers are going to be shorthanded for a third time here on the evening on a big, heavy collision down deep, and Moody's going to get the gate. 2 minutes for interference. And Gateway will go on a power play for the next 2 minutes.
St. Clair penalty, number 91, A.J. Moody. 2 minutes for interference.
Face-off controlled by the Panthers, where Yealy will bank it off the glass. Going to be played by the defense. Good play again by Lohman, and boy, he's been doing double duty here. It's loose. Once again, you've got to look for that shorthanded situation. McKelvey doing an excellent job killing penalties. Once again, the play disrupted by McKelvey and Lohman here, doing a fantastic job. And with 30 seconds gone by, Gateway unable to even get the play into the attack zone.
Huge penalty kill here for the Panthers.
Once again, it's all Panthers here as that play comes weakly back to Yealy, and he chips it with a 9-iron down deep. And basically a November day wasted here, Rocky. 65 degrees, but rain off and on all day, and was unable to get the sticks out today. Had all intentions of playing, but not in soggy conditions. And a good save there by Feldman, who covers up. And a good first minute to this penalty kill here. Upper St. Clair totally dominating play.
Sunshine was out for about an hour. I figured you would have been out at least hitting a couple balls.
It was a weird day. It came out. I had to close the blinds at work, and then at about 3:30, 4 o'clock, the rain clouds came back again. So it was kind of a weird day. Play taken down deep by number 38, Casper. He's going to rag it in the corner where he'll come back to the left point. Banks off the corner back to Casper in the command position. To the point. Back to the right point. Taken by number 55, Creighton. And cleared the length of the ice.
You talked about the Panthers. About the Panthers' physical presence. They have 4 large bodies out there right now. 4 seniors, big, strong seniors.
Oh, and a ferocious check in the corner by Klein, and he's going to put him on his wallet. And wow, what a hit by Richie Klein. And you're absolute. Another one by Klein. And that'll do it. And they're back to skating 5-on-5 here. And a total domination here by Upper St. Clair. And Gateway unable to really muster not even a shot. Feldman weakly gloved the play there, but I don't even think that was a shot on goal. Oh my, be careful here. And luckily another ferocious check by Moody in the corner. And what an incredible physical game here by both sides of the equation. Yaley's going to play it down deep with 3:25 to go here in the second. Outlet pass to number 23, Bagdy. Oh, and a dangerous play there as he feathers it back to the center area. Finally chipped back to the neutral ice zone where that's going to be played by the Gateway captain. Moody's going to check up, looks to center. Nobody home. Finally taken by a Bourgeois down the right wing as he's left-handed skate. And we have a penalty, and it looks like the Panthers will finally enjoy their first power play here. And Gateway will be flagged with the tripping call. And the Panthers will go on a power play of their own with 2:51 to go here in the second. And we're tied at 3.
Gateway penalty number 25, 2 minutes for tripping.
Number 25, Nick Plate, will get the gate 2 for tripping. Faceoff is controlled by the Panthers, where Lohman will take the play down at the right point. Backs it down deep to DeGangi, looks for Klein. Klein will take a big move of his own. Shot on, score! And DeGangi's going to get the goal, and it feathered it right under the pads, and that's how you answer, Rocky. The Panthers score a power play goal 18 seconds in and take a 4-3 lead.
I believe that's the first varsity goal for the sophomore.
Once again, they may have heeded your advice. They kept it, seems like this goaltender, Kuhn, has a tremendous glove, and they went for the 5-hole and feathered it in. DeGangi's going to get his tally. Klein will be on the assist, a power play goal. And once again, the Panthers really need Rocky to extend this lead. Seems like every time they've gotten the lead, Gateway's answered right back. Taken by Gralty in the corner, who will be helped out by number 26, Lohman. Play is a little chippy down deep where Gateway will bank it around the boards. Surma unable to control, and he'll have to play it back to center. Oh, and boy, a Gateway player was trapped inside, and he had to put the brakes on. And Upper St. Clair's going to skate right back, kept in neatly. Finally back to Surma, who dumps it down deep. They'll tag up on side, and I like that rule. In the old days, if a player was trapped in and they shot it in, they'd blow the whistle, Rocky. But to speed up play, as long as your own player gets back on the goal. Shot on, score! Surma with a big drive on a wrister from 20, and the Panthers go on top 5-3.
Nice pass coming out, and once again, Surma beats him on the stick side.
St. Clair goals scored by number 8, Jack Surma, Abdono Lohman, and Tim Gralty.
Lohman and Gralty will get the assist. Number 8, Surma gets the tally. And you're absolutely right. The Panthers this period have done an excellent job keeping it away from the goaltender Coons, a glove hand in midsection, who has seemed to see the majority of the saves early in this game and have beaten them 5-hole and on the stick side to get 2 quick tallies late here in the second. And the Panthers need to smell blood here, up 2 goals here. Taken down deep on a wraparound, oh, and it's loose. And a little extracurricular as Sersosimo is cross-checked again, nothing called. And letting the chippiness start here. And this is typically what happens when a team feels they've been in the game for the most part and then they separate themselves by 2 goals. So very important for the officials to take control of this game. .59 seconds to go here in the second. Klein's going to be waved out of the faceoff circle where Gideon will take the draw. Controlled by Gateway. Banked around the far boards where number 38, Joe Casper, will play it. Back to center, dumped back in by Gideon. 45 to go here in the second. Helped out by Sersosimo in a good play. Gideon's going to pick his pocket. Tries to feather a pass to the center by Klein. Unable to control, and Klein gives a heavy hit into the corner. Comes back 2-on-2 where Casper will rag the puck down deep, and a good play by number 21, A.J. Shute. Unable to keep it in at the left point. Play comes back to center, and once again, Gideon dishing out heavy checks here on number 55, Creighton. Referee unfortunately kept that play in. The play's tied up, and that might do it here. 4 to go here, back to center, and then one last shot, and that'll do it, folks. And an exciting second period is going to come to a close here. And the Panthers found themselves at 1 point, Rocky, down in this second period, but answered back neatly to take a 5-3 lead. 11-9, so a very closely fought second period as well. So we'll let them cut the ice. We'll be back for exciting third period action in a moment. And we're back for third period action here. 15 minutes to play. Nice clean sheet of ice. Panthers rallied deep into the third after a 3-3 tie. The Panthers go and get 2 late goals there in the second, Rocky, and now have pretty much a commanding 5-3 lead here. Very physical game, a little bit chippy, a little bit not much of a flow to this game, but the Panthers have really picked up the physical play and got 2 quick late strikes there in the second period, which I think will bode very well here in the third.
Like I said, I'm not sure what this Gateway's team's record is, but they look like a pretty strong team.
Well, this next goal is going to be really huge. I think you get up 3 goals into the third period. It could be all she wrote, but if Gateway somehow, some way is able to answer here and make it a 5-4 game, anything can happen. So this next goal, folks, will be very, very key. And the Panthers are going to come right back with centerman number 91, A.J. Moody, with Pegnataro on the left wing and Jeremy Bourgeois on the right wing. Face-off controlled by the Panthers, going to be played by number 63, Stasa. He'll bank it back to center where it's picked up by number 86, Mignonia. Plays down deep in the left corner here, unable to control. Bank behind goaltender number 41, Feldman, where DeGangi's going to play it, and he's got a tally here on the evening. Takes it to Moody, and he's pulled down with no call. Little mini interference play there, and a good play by Pegnataro, but unable to connect, and that's going to come back to center, and he's bowled over. And they're going to flag him with an offside. And we'll have a stop and play with 14:18 to go here in the third. Face-off controlled by Upper St. Clair. Taken on the left wing. Oh, big time move by Yealy. He's coming down deep. Shot, score. Way too easy. And when number 56 gets the motor going, folks, once again, Rocky, they beat him low and went 5-hole, and a big time goal for Trevor Yealy, number 56.
Just like you mentioned, that next goal was going to be huge, and the Panthers got it, and that puts a whole lot of pressure on Gateway.
Wow, I don't know if they saw the same thing we did, but boy, Akun just with an incredible first period and a half, saving everything with the belly and the glove, snapping that glove out of midair, and they've gone the last 3 goals, 2 to the 5-hole and 1 to the stick side, and boy, it's been all she wrote. Upper St. Clair here, totally dominating the past 10 minutes of this hockey game. Wow, and he made an incredible move, Yealy at the blue line. He kind of undressed the defenseman, and he took it right to the goal, and a big-time shot and a major goal here for the Panthers in the third period. Right back on is Yealy, and he'll bank it around to McHugh. McHugh's going to lead the rush as he looks for Gralty. And a save by Kuhn, and he'll hold on for a stop and play. 13:42 to go here in the third.
Yealy made that almost look like a lacrosse move.
And he's quite the lacrosse player. As a matter of fact, many thought that he didn't play last year because of college prospects on the lacrosse side. He was probably sure to be recruited big-time Division I. And fortunately for the Panthers, he's decided to play his senior year, both hockey and lacrosse. So a nice addition to the Upper St. Clair varsity team. Oh, big move of their own. Gateway right back on the attack. Chipped in front, it's loose, backhanded, oh, it's still loose, and what a save in front by the defense. And boy, the Panthers dodge a bullet as there was a big crowd there in front of the goal, and Klein's gonna skate it back on the right wing. He'll dump it down deep, and he'll look to chase, and he'll meet Nick Plate there, number 25. Taken right back out by the Gateway Gators, but unable to control. It's loose where Gideon tries to play it at center. Comes off the skate of number 15, Kevin Lucas, and DeGangi's going to avoid a heavy hit by the Gateway Gator. Taken by A.J. Moody, and he has a centering pass, goes by the mark. Yealy's going to chip it down deep, and he'll look for number 91, Moody. Helped out by Lucas, where Gideon will go in the corner. 12:30 to go in the third. Chipped in by A.J. Shute in the left point. Panthers almost look like they're on a power play here, Rocky, but they're skating 5-on-5. And you might see a little fatigue start to set in here in the third period. That's always been the Panther forte, not only of this season, but seasons past. They have a tendency to wear other teams down, Rocky, in the third period. Oh, ferocious check. And boy, Mignogna's coming up a little bit groggy, and he'll skate to the bench, but boy, he had both skates off the ice and flew in the air about 3 or 4 feet. A big time hit by number 15, Kevin Lucas. Play goes behind goaltender number 41, Kuhn, and unable to get it out, and the Panthers right back on the attack here. Play finally comes back to center, but Surma's there first. Boy, the Panthers just out hustling the Gateway team. Seem to be at the beating to the Gators to the play at every point on the ice surface. Once again, Gateway unable to muster any offense here in the first 4 minutes of the third period. It's been all Panthers. Taken back to the point where McKelvey will drive it down deep. He looks for Bagney, centering pass. And that comes off the blade of number 20, Pegnataro. Bagney with a heavy hit in the corner. McKelvey with a hit. Chip back into the corner. Gateway finally just says, get me out of here. Shot will clear the length of the ice where Feldman is forced to play it. St. Clair will regroup where DeGangi's going to play it back to Lohman. And Gralty offside on the right wing as he tried to drag his left blade. To no avail. The Panthers are offside. We'll have a stop and play. Panthers enjoy a 6-3 lead with 10:29 to go here in the third.
And I think you are right, Kurt. It looks like we have worn Gateway down a little. Coach Hartford has played 3-4 lines here tonight.
Boy, and a big-time quality shot there by Gateway as they streaked down the left wing. And boy, Feldman was up for the task and really seemed to control and position his body very well, Rocky, and was in position to make the rebound if there was a rebound. Back to center where Lohman has it, and he has McKelvey streaking down deep, unable to get a shot off, and that'll go into the corner. Kept in neatly by Lohman. He'll take a big move to the slot. Helped out by McKelvey. He's got Yealy streaking down to the backhander, and it goes through the crease. Good opportunity there for St. Clair as they were looking to tack on their 7th goal of the evening. Back to number 56, Yealy, and oh, be careful there. They had couple guys on the ice and probably could have been whistled there, Rocky, for too many men as that puck hit a player coming onto the ice, and I'm not sure if that other player had exited stage left there. Play is a little chippy here at center, and Lohman's going to dump it and change up, and the Panthers go on a wholesale line change. And we've got Sersosimo, Klein, and Gideon out there on the center line. Oh, Gideon just throwing his body around. And I'm very impressed by the play of number 25, Nick Gideon here. And a good try by Sersosimo down deep. But Kuhn sprawls on the ice. And we'll have a stop and play, a face-off to the left of goaltender number 41, Anthony Kuhn. And the Panthers lead 6-3.
You can almost see a little hesitation of the Gateway players wanting to go in the corner after the puck because they know they're going to pay the price.
Face-off controlled by Gateway, but right back on the attack is Sersosimo and Klein. And Sersosimo in front deep, and Klein goes for a wraparound. And playing a little catch there with Gideon and Klein. He's going to go over the backhand, and it's loose, and a good play by Kuhn. And he comes out and a deflected puck right up on the shoulder of Kuhn. And he's sharp to cover up, and we'll have another stop and play to the left of Kuhn. Face-off taken by A.J. Moody. Tied up in the corner with Gateway. Unable to control is DeGangi. Play is still loose at center where it's finally going to be dug out by number 20, Don Pegnataro. Taken by Sermon. That's going to come off a skate. Nice outlet pass. Oh, and a feather pass to Pegnataro, and he's going to wrist it, and it's blocked in front. Good scoring opportunity there for number 20, Don Pegnataro. Play goes down deep where Serm is going to bank it. Here we got a mini break, 2-on-1. Pegnataro for Bourgeois. Oh, and a good play by Gateway to get back into play. And a fan shot by DeGangi's going to go wide, and he'll be put on his wallet. Back to the left point where Yealy gets a quick shot off and a good save in front. Panthers right back on the attack. And boy, quick to get to those loose pucks where Bourgeois and Pegnataro close in. Back to Bourgeois, and a good play to get that back to the point. DeGangi in front, it's deflected, oh, and that just goes wide. And a golden opportunity for Moody and Pegnataro camped on the doorstep. Once again, Panthers just relentless here. Looks like they're almost, again, Rocky, on a power play here, but we're skating 5-on-5 here. Gateway's pretty much out of gas here.
Gateway doesn't even look like they're moving their feet right now.
And Gateway, 3 players while the play's in their zone, skate to the bench and look to change up here as they were out of gas. And a good play by Pegnataro down deep. Wow, all upper St. Clair here in the third. I think they've only, Gateway, been able to, Rocky, muster 1 shot on goal here in the third. Chipped in again with a 9-iron by Schutt, and he did a good job to get that play down deep. Outlet pass comes back to center, and that's going to be picked off by McKelvey. But right back to Casper, unable to control, and they'll take it right back to the neutral ice zone. 6:30 to go here in the third. Play will come loose and Feldman will hold on. And we'll have a stop and play with the Panthers leading 6-3. 6:27 to go in the third.
During the break, I stopped out and I saw the backyard brawl was tied at 7 in the second quarter.
Well, the good thing is it's 8:25. We'll be able to see the majority of that game, and that's Big East football. And boy, that Thursday night we've been treated with some good games this season with the LSU or the Louisville game and WVU a couple weeks ago. And boy, tonight's certainly going to be a much televised game and much watch game. Taken by Gateway, but a good play by Lohman to back check here. Going to take it in the corner, and he'll avoid a check as he'll bank it around the board for number 8, Surma. Back to McKelvey, and he's going to break out one-on-one. Unable to control, and DeGangi's going to pick up the mail. And he'll go in offside. And a little bit of extracurricular once again here, but the referee's quick to break it up. And we'll have a line change with 5:46 to go in the third. Well, we've got another production coming in here for Bethel Park to call the next game, and it looks like they need 3 weeks to set all the equipment up. It's 2 trucks outside, like John said, and it's almost like Christmas vacation. I wouldn't want to see the electric bill. And again, another duplicate goal by Yealy, and he comes down the left shot almost identical to the goal he scored earlier. And Trevor Yealy tacks on the 7th goal, and ladies and gentlemen, now we can relax. They've got electric cords, they've got extensions, and they pretty much came in and wanted to take over our booth here, but we said, unfortunately, this was reserved for the Channel 7 Panthers television network. So they'll have to step aside until our broadcast is over. John will tell you we pretty much perfected this broadcast in a 5-minute period. Here we go, right back, looking for the hat trick here in the third. He'll pull up, shot, score! What a shot by Yealy! And you'd have to be here to believe that one, folks, as he rang it off the post. And Yealy gets 3 in a row to take an 8-3 yield. And the hats are finally on the ice, folks. Last week we had a hat trick and no one wanted to part with the hat. But Yealy getting the natural hat trick, 3 in a row here in the third. And the Panthers a commanding 8-3 lead.
And the first 2 goals he did the same thing and he beat them low, and this time he came in and beat them high up into the corner.
Well, the coach yelling, keep the pressure on. So they, once again, once you get a team down, you kind of want to stomp them. And it's been all St. Clair. I believe the Gateway team has only been able to muster 1 or 2 shots here in the third. And right back on the attack is the Upper St. Clair team. Going to be chipped down deep with 4:30 to go here in the third. Moody's going to lose his edge, and he'll get the play back to DeGangi, and that comes off his blade where Surma will help out. 2 Panther players attack on a check, Bagdy and Moody in the corner.
The Panther faithful are getting removed for throwing their hats on the ice.
Wow, and that's probably my fault. I'm like yelling at them last week for not throwing the hats out there. So the security's on the field. Pegnataro comes with a backhanded shot, goes by the mark. Deflected around the corner, and Pegnataro looks to bank it from behind the goal off the shoulder of Kuhn. Looks like we've got a penalty here in the middle. And it's going to be, looks like it's going to be, thought it was going to be called on Gateway, but it looks like it's going to be called on the Panthers here on a high stick call. And actually Feldman kind of skated to the bench there and realized that the play, actually the penalty might be on the Panthers, and quickly got back into the goal. But with 3:36 to go, Gateway is going to get a power play opportunity of their own for the next 2 minutes. Bagdy's going to get the call, 2 minutes for high sticking.
For the first time, we get to see Adam Wicks out killing a penalty.
Number 77, Wicks, will get his shift. And that's been an incredible story. I'm not sure if the story was actually told on the first broadcast. I know we had some technical difficulties, but Adam Wicks, a senior here, basically playing competitive hockey for only the first time, and donned the skates about 3 years ago. And what an accomplishment for a gritty and tough young man to be at this level on a quad A team, to play triple A, and a big ferocious check by Wicks, and the team goes wild as he put the Gateway player on his wallet. And Wicks doing an excellent job single-handedly killing the penalty here with 1:22 to go here in the power play. 2:50 to go here in the third. Panthers a commanding 8-3 lead. Play comes back to Sermon. He'll punch it down deep where Lohman will be the first to get to the play. Looks for Wicks there in the center as he'll go down deep. 2:34 to go here in the third. And we'll have a tie-up and a stop in play. And with 2:27 to go here in the third, 51 seconds in the power play. Panthers again a commanding 8-3 lead.
Wicks gets off the ice with everyone giving him a tap on his shoulder for a nice hit and a good shift.
Good penalty so far kill here early for the Panthers with still 45 to go in the kill. Sersosimo looks to play the puck down deep. That's going to come off the mark where Gateway will streak back 3-on-2. Chipped on, and a good blocker save by Feldman. Comes down to Magnolia, and he'll play it around the corner. Back behind Feldman, and a good play by Pegnataro, but unable to get it out. The defense lost their edge, shot right on. A good play by Moody, and he'll be there to help out Feldman. Moody tries to chip it around the offensive player for Gateway, but to no avail. Be careful here. Oh, right through the slot. And a good scoring opportunity there by Gateway with 10 seconds to go here in the power play. Finally, Moody's going to take the play and wrist it right off the mask. Unable to control. But Sersosimo will ram it down deep. And that'll do it for the power play. Loose in front. Sersosimo shot. Oh, it's loose. And what an opportunity as Gateway got a little lazy there. And a nice feather pass right to Rocky, and I'm sure he'll want that one back.
That was a great pass by Pegnataro.
Number 56, Trevor Neely. The first one assisted by Mike Jacoby. Number 82.
1 minute to go. Oh, shoot with a power move of his own as he takes it end to end. And he got caught cheating. But a good play by Yaley to be right back to help out Shoot as he went down deep. Pegnataro's going to come, and he'll look to rag it. Shoot tries to unleash a slap shot from the right point. 2-on-1 again. Good pass over corner, right back shot on. Oh, what a save. I'm not sure if it's in or what. Oh, and it did go in, and a goal scored. And a good play, and Shoot gambled down deep, and a 2-on-1 developed, Rocky. And a big-time shot, and Feldman looked like he was wrestling with the puck, but I think it did trickle in behind the red line. And, boy, I tell you, the official almost, Rocky, could have blown a whistle there. If you lose sight of the puck, you're supposed to actually blow the whistle. But he actually waited to see what happened, and the puck trickled in behind the goal. There's no doubt it went in, but the question is, if you lose sight of it, you're supposed to blow the whistle.
I think the puck was under the goalie for about six or 7 seconds.
Well, they don't have the video replay to go here, so in defense of the referee, He probably wanted to get the call right, and in that case, wanted to see where the puck was. Back again, 2-on-1 develops right in front, and they look for Casper and unable to control with 30 seconds to go here. Gateway with a late flurry. Oh, and a centering pass just goes by the mark. And a good opportunity again there for Gateway, and it's all Gateway here with the last 20 minutes. Play is going to be loose. Yealy's going to take it, chip it down, and out of the play. 10 seconds to go. Back in the corner where Gideon will avoid a check. Chip back to center, 3 to go. Yealy will pick up the puck, and that'll do it. And the Panthers skate to an impressive 8-4 victory here. Panthers got off to a little bit of a quick start, a little bit of a slow start there, Rocky, but nevertheless came out with a victor and really took over control of this game late in the second period.
Yeah, and the Panthers looked like he ran through 3-4 lines tonight, and the guys were strong in the third period, and we took this team over. And I think it's going to bode well for when we start playing teams like Mount Lebanon and Bethel and Meadville.
And seem to get the penalties under control. I know early in the first period they seemed to be back to kind of their old ways, but I'm not sure there were many penalties after the first period. And what can you say about Trevor Yealy, tonight's #1 star, came on big, 3 late goals, natural hat trick in the third period, and boy, number 56 was all over the ice there tonight.
I believe we had 5 of the 8 goals were scored by defensemen, which is nice to see some goals spread around.
And John O'Loman, I think, tallied 2 quick goals and some very important goals, so he played well as well tonight. So an exciting game. Panthers still remain undefeated here in the early part of the 06-07 season. We are at 3-0-1. Next game for the Panthers is Monday night at center ice against Plumboro, and that'll be a tough test. So our next broadcast is in about a week and a half. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on the Panthers Television Network.